All right, we've got some special triangles here that we are wanting to find the missing sides of on this kind of problem. Whenever you have a 45, 45, 90 or a 30, 60, 90 triangle, you have to give the answers exactly. You can't punch it into your calculator. You have to know the ratios. And so here we've got a 30, 60, 90 triangle. There's the 30, there's the 90, so that has to be 60. And we've got the hypotenuse, which is 10, and we're looking for the long side. All right, well, when you're working with a 30, 60, 90, it's best, if you can, to find out what the short side is, because everything else it's easier to relate what everything else is from the short side. So the short leg is always half the hypotenuse. So the hypotenuse is 10, so the short side is 5. And then to find the long side, you multiply the short leg by the square root of 3. So x is going to be 5 square root of 3. And that's how you have to have your answer for that kind of problem. You can't punch that into your calculator and give me a decimal. It has to be the exact answer. All right, this is an isosceles right triangle, so it's 45, 45, 90. And so you have the legs are 7. The hypotenuse will always be the leg times the square root of 2. So just 7 square root of 2. That should be the answer for that one. You don't give me a decimal. Here you've got 30, 60, 90 triangles here. You've got the long leg, which is 8 square root of 3, and you're looking for the hypotenuse. So we should go back to the short leg. And remember, to get from the short leg to the long leg, you multiply by the square root of 3. So to get from the long leg to the short leg, you're going to divide by the square root of 3. So 8 square root of 3 divided by the square root of 3 is just 8. So this short leg is 8, and the hypotenuse is going to be double the short leg. So x equals 16. All right, so we did that one, and we did not do 15, so let's do 15. All right, so this is not a special triangle. These angles are 32, so 32 is not, a special triangle. So, but we do know that these two sides are equal because these two base angles are equal. So in the big triangle, we have an isosceles triangle. And so we know that this angle here, if we've got 32 and 32, that's going to be 64. And so that angle at the top has to be 116. And so half of it is going to be 58. So that little angle is 58. So we're looking for QN, and we know that when you have an isosceles triangle and you drop the altitude down to the base, it splits the base in half. So QN has got to be half of 20, which is 10. And then PN is the length of the altitude. So what we can use to find that, since we know this is 10, so that's opposite. We're looking for we've got adjacent. We're looking for opposite, so we're going to use tangent. Tangent 32 is equal to x over 10. Multiply both sides by 10. Punch it into your calculator. 32 tangent times 10. So that's 6.25 for x. And so, yeah, that's what we're looking for. 6.25. And it says to do the lengths correct to the nearest integer, so really we should just put 6.